Terror in New York City, written by Alan Fennell, directed by David Elliott and David Lane, 21st of October 1965, ATV Midlands. A scheme to relocate the Empire State Building goes wrong when the ground gives way. Thunderbird 2 is shot down by a US Navy warship, and only Thunderbird 4 can navigate an underground river to save a TV news team trapped beneath the rubble. Terror in New York City was rooted in the real-life drama that inspired the entire Thunderbirds concept. The Saxony mine disaster of October/November 1963, when 11 men were finally rescued from a flooded pit in what became as the Wonder von Legigant, Miracle of Legigant. As with the German miners, in this episode, a pilot hole is drilled to supply trapped newsmen Ned and Joe with air, lighting and food. And just as the miners' rescue was delayed by the need to transport a huge drill by rail, so Ned and Joe's rescue is held up by a long wait for Thunderbird 4's arrival on the scene, since Thunderbird 2 is temporarily out of commission. That, however, wasn't the only aspect of the episode to have inspired by then recent headlines. Jerry Anderson later recalled reading how a large store in Japan had stood in the way of a road widening scheme, but because of its value as a going concern, it was jacked up and moved inch by inch to the new site. In the Thunderbirds telling, it is the whole Empire State Building that needs shifting. At the time of the episode's production, it was still the tallest building in the world, until the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center opened in 1973. Another of the episode's highlights is the sequence where the stricken Thunderbird 2 is forced to make an emergency landing on Tracy Island, triggering the activation of the foam jets on her runway as the members of International Rescue watch from the little scene landing control. USN Sentinel. The Navy's new strike vessel patrols the Atlantic at speed of 200 knots, routinely requesting reports from missile control. Unidentified craft are treated as hostile, triggering the launch of interceptor missiles which can, if necessary, be destroyed mid-flight from the Sentinel's bridge. Atomic-powered scaffold. A colossal gantry designed to move the entire Empire State Building in one piece, shifting it 200 yards outside of a development area. Hydraulic jacks are placed beneath the building, then raised. Tremendously powered atomic engines guide the great 20th century monument along a heavy-duty track towards its new site. Ned Cook. We're going to get that story of the year. This fast-talking star reporter has his own show on the National Television Broadcasting System. Joe. This could have been the greatest report of the year, and we can't do a thing about it. Ned's dogged cameraman is no less willing to put himself in harm's way. Sentinel Commander. Sound positions. All missile launchers to be a go. Shoot first, ask questions later. U.S. Navy officer who orders the destruction of Thunderbird 2.